Hey, broker buddies, time for another one of these. My name is Mike. This is FBTV. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about calculating mileage. You need to know how to do that. Mike, are you saying my dispatcher's miles might be wrong? What about the shipper mileage, Mike? Mike, are you telling me my shipper's mileage, the mileage my shipper gives me, are you telling me it might be wrong? Okay, as a freight broker, you're going to need a tool that can calculate the miles the way a truck would drive it. Well, Mike, I don't need one of those tools. I'm already using Google. I'm already using MapQuest, Mike. I mean, for crying out loud. Teach me something that I don't know. If you're using MapQuest and you're using Google, your mileage is wrong. Okay? You need a tool that's going to calculate the mileage the way a truck would drive it. This means calculating the mileage the way a truck would have to drive it to avoid low bridges, not going through residential areas, staying on truck routes. You get the idea. If you're using Google MapQuest, you're not getting that kind of pinpoint accuracy. But where do we get these tools? Well, a lot of them available. You've probably heard of some of these. PC Miler, Rand McNally, the Household Goods Movers Guide, which is what all the others base their mileage on, Pro Miles. They're all available to you, but you have to pay for them, and they start around $20, $25 a month for a subscription. But as a broker, is there a better way? Yes, there's a free way. You can write this down, truckmiles.com, truckmiles.com. It is a free tool that will allow you to calculate mileage and routing. Doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the paid for version, but for a broker, it's perfect. Let's take a look. Okay, and we open up Truck Miles, and voila, what do we see? We see what? Truck Miles is evolving. We're preparing a new version of Truck Miles. Well, that's fine. And this is not a sponsored video or anything, I promise you. Been using Truck Miles for years. And matter of fact, the old version of Truck Miles, I think, has been around since before automatic transmissions in a big truck. But anyway, they are evolving, I guess. So there's two versions. They got the new beta version, and they still got the old Truck Miles version. Let's start with the old Truck Miles. Okay, we take me to the old Truck Miles, and we open it up, and here's the screen. This is what we're all accustomed to seeing. Now, as a freight broker, you're just worried about step one and step two. Step one is the starting point, the origin of the load. Step two is the destination. Now, if you notice, there is not anywhere here you can add extra stops. So, if you had a load maybe picking up in Little Rock, going to have a stop in Memphis and going to final out in Nashville, you would have to start out going Little Rock to Memphis, get your mileage, and then Memphis to Nashville, get that mileage, then add it together. Makes sense? But anyway, neither here nor there. You can send me a question if you're not sure about that. Maybe we'll do a video later on down the road showing you exactly how to do that. Okay, now Pro Miles is the one who makes, or the company makes Truck Miles available to us for free. And for a broker, can't go wrong. Okay, because occasionally you need to check the mileage. Even if you're a driver, you want to check the mileage. Okay, what if you're a dispatcher? And I was a driver. I know how it works. You know, they always got my deadhead mileage absolutely pinpoint on the money. But the loaded miles, they were usually 10 to 15% off. Okay? So, nobody's fooling anybody here. Okay, now what we're going to do to calculate the mileage is put in the city and state for the origin. So let's say our load's going from Atlanta, Georgia to Dallas, Texas. Okay, so if you notice there, I'm putting Atlanta in step one, that would be the origin, and then Dallas in step two. Now you can't put zip codes in here. If you do zip code to zip code, that will calculate the mileage from that one zip code to the other. So you're going to get more exact mileage. But usually the city to city is going to do just fine, especially if you're calculating a rate for a customer or just trying to get a ballpark idea if your customer's right with the mileage they calculated. All right, once we get this information or enter it into the system, we click Run Trip. And since we used the city instead of exact zip code, we're going to get this verification window. All you need to do is click Run Trip again. And now you will get the mileage. Up here above the map, if you can see it, 793.8, round that up to 794, voila, it's good as gold. So you got a way to get mileage that's not taking you on non-truck routes, it's not taking you under low bridges through residential areas, and such as that. Now if we scroll down, we're going to see that it's even giving you turn-by-turn directions. I'm not going to give that to the driver. I don't care about the way the driver, drives his truck from point A to point B. As long as that driver picks up my load on time, delivers it on time, I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Okay? Now, let me give you another heads up here. Occasionally, you will get a call from a driver, and the driver's going to say, hey, you got directions where I'm picking this load up, or hey, you got directions to where I'm delivering. Even if you have the directions, do not give the directions to the driver. Give the driver the phone number for the receiver or the shipper. Here's why. If you give the directions to the driver yourself, and those directions are not 100% spot on, and that driver damages their equipment or somebody else's property, that could come back on you because you're the one that gave the driver the directions. So instead, give the driver the phone number. Give the driver the phone number. And that keeps you out of trouble. Now, let's go back here a little bit. Get back to see what the new beta version of Truck Miles looks like. So, would you like to try the new beta version of Truck Miles? Ooh, golly, yeah, let's go. And here we are. Okay, error, the geolocation service has failed. Well, I don't care about that. Origin, let's say we got a load in Atlanta, this time going to Chicago. Okay, so we put in Atlanta, I didn't think so. All right, there we go. And what did I say, Chicago? And we put in the state. And again, it looks like you can put in the zip code as well if you have them. Okay, so we got Atlanta as the origin destination, Chicago, run trip. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. I thought they were taking us via the Pacific Ocean there for a minute. Okay, there it is, but where's the miles? I do not see the miles. What are these red buttons? New trip? No, we don't want to do that. We don't care about the fuel prices, terms, feedback. It's got to be the trip summary. Yep, there it is, 718.11 miles. So 718 miles. So there you go, truckmiles.com. And as it is now, you got the old truck miles and you've got the new truck miles. And let's do a new trip. Let me see something here with the new trip. Nope, still only one origin, one destination at a time, it looks like. But anyway, now you've got free tools to be able to calculate mileage to move a load from point A to point B. One little tidbit before we call it a day. You have a customer. They make a load available to you. You look at the load is going from point A to point B, and the mileage just doesn't seem right. Check it. Check the mileage. Hey, shippers make mistakes. They're typing in the zip code. They type in one number wrong, and it's going to give a wild mileage, not even close. You find an error like that, give your customer benefit of a doubt. Okay. Maybe they just typed in the wrong zip code, and that's why the mileage was so way off. But you need to call your customer. When you call your customer, do it as a customer service call, not a, aha, I got you, you tried to cheat me. Customer service call. Be nice. Let them know. Believe me, they're not trying to make mistakes like that. Occasionally you have customers that, maybe their mileage is going to always be short because they're using some podunk mileage calculator tool. And what you're going to always find, it doesn't matter. Shipper is always trying to find a tool that will calculate short miles while a trucking company is trying to find a tool that will calculate long miles. Nature of the beast. But anyway, okay, a little bit of business here. Subscribe. We need you to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Share these videos. We need to grow the FBTV channel. Okay, by you helping us grow, it allows us to keep on bringing these free training videos to you. So subscribe, hit us up, hit that thumbs up, share some videos, visit our website. You'll find it at freightbrokertv.com.